How's it going, everybody? It's your favorite bartender here, back at the Clergy Bartending Network, and really here just at the Clergy Bar. I'm going to go ahead and say welcome to the first week of October. Yes, by the time that you will be seeing this, it will be the first Saturday in October. And I thought of doing a mini-series for the month of October, where we go ahead and make some Halloween-inspired cocktails, just to give those who may want to celebrate Halloween but not want to, put themselves at risk, can do that. Of course, as long as you're over 21 and you know the drill, or if you're legally allowed to drink in your country. So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna start this drink here. Go ahead and move this glass out of the way. We're gonna go ahead and start this drink with some ice in our Boston shaker, really anything that you're gonna shake in. And we're gonna go ahead about half an ounce of our simple syrup here. Go ahead and throw that into our shaker. Now, of course, you can do the 3/4, but I strongly recommend you use the half in this drink because it's going to be doing something really cool in the end. Now, here we're going to be using about an ounce of pineapple juice. Now, you can go ahead and use fresh pineapple juice, or you can use pineapple juice came with pineapple slices in the can, or you can just have the whole thing of pineapple juice. Either way, go ahead and do an ounce of pineapple juice, but just go ahead and make sure you use fresh whenever you can and when it is readily available. So now, because in the song that this drink is inspired by, To the Bottom of the Sea by Voltaire, he expressly says that he laments the loss of rum, which I have very little of now because of the rum special. But we'll go ahead and pour about 3/4 or an ounce of our Havana Club dark rum. Now, you can go ahead and use any dark rum that you have. If you want to use a light rum, you can go ahead and use that as well. But I'm going to go ahead and do the 3/4 ounce of the dark rum. Always remember to seal your rum and your drinks properly. And then what we're going to do, we're going to go ahead and grab our other tin can here. We're just going to go ahead and give this a shake. Now, what are we doing here? We're going to go ahead and mix these ingredients. Go ahead and chill these ingredients as well before we go ahead and add our final ingredients to the glass. Now, this cocktail here is called To the Bottom of the Sea, and is heavily inspired by the album of the same name and the song of the same name by my favorite artist, Aurelio Voltaire. So we're going to go ahead and get our Hawthorne strainer here. We're going to go ahead and fill our ice up to the brim of our glass. And we're going to go ahead and give this bad boy a pour. Now, you may be looking at the color right now, and it looks like rum and pineapple juice. Well, see, that's where we're going to go ahead and add a little bit of color to this. We're going to go ahead, and once we put down our other tin can here, what we're going to be doing here, we're also going to be adding a splash of red without getting it too sweet. So we're going to go ahead and be using grenadine. Now, you can make your own grenadine, and we'll go into that in a separate episode, how to make grenadine. But I'm using Rosa's grenadine here for utter convenience. Once we do the episode, we'll be using our homemade stuff, but I guarantee you it's not too difficult. So we're going to go ahead and open up our grenadine. We're going to be using about an ounce of grenadine here. Now, you can scale it back to 3/4 just so go ahead and get the same effect here. Now, just watch what it happens. And there you go. The red meets the pineapple, and bam, you have yourself To the Bottom of the Sea. Now, optionally, you can go ahead and stir this drink with your bar spoon, or really any spoon that you have available. Or just go ahead and swirl it around in the glass, and it'll mix just fine. However you choose, and I probably should have brought my spoon here to go ahead and give this a mix-up, but you know what? I forgot that, so it's all right. So as you see here, this drink that is currently beautiful, this beautiful drink that is currently in my glass, is called To the Bottom of the Sea, and of course, like I said before, it was inspired by Aurelio Voltaire's album To the Bottom of the Sea. Also remember, always keep a towel handy to clean up after your mess. And this album was basically him becoming this gothic pirate, and I would listen to it, and I'm like, I bet I could do something for this for Halloween. So I went ahead and I did that. Now, you may notice that in the previous video, I did call it a rum special, and I held it off for a while. And you may be asking, well, why isn't this a rum special too? Well, it's not a rum special because it's also an introduction to Tiki drinks. And Tiki, as a concept in America spans so much. If you want to learn more about that, I would highly suggest you go out and get the book Smuggler's Cove, where it talks more about tiki drinks and different cocktails that come out of the tiki era. But that being said, well, I can't drink this because, mask and everything. But, you know what? Actually, I'll go ahead and give it a try eventually. Just 1 second. But, like I was saying, this is a great introduction to tiki because it is a... 1 second. Stupid mask. There you go. I started off with this as a variation on the painkiller, but then it became something else. Now, some of the notes on this drink, as I stir with a Hawthorne strainer because I forgot my bar spoon. It's really, it's really sweet. It's not too overly sweet where you're like, God damn, this is diabetes in a cup, right? But this drink, 1 second. But this drink is, it really complements the rum here. It really complements the drink. The grenadine isn't too overpowering as the cherry juice that I had originally done with this cocktail is. But now that we have the to the bottom of the sea cocktail, this begins our first week of Halloween cocktails. So I thank you guys for checking this out, and for maybe you should try this at home. Go ahead and if you want me to make a drink inspired by anything, go ahead and leave the comments down below on Instagram, or just go ahead and send me a DM. My DMs are always open. But until then, my friends, before I go, I want to just go ahead and say this is probably one of the most refreshing drinks that you can have. And this is a drink that, if you think you're not into tiki drinks, like Pina Coladas, stuff like that, this is a drink for you if you think you're not into tiki drinks. Much the same way where other cocktails will get you into it, I believe this will get you to it as well. And maybe if you mix it at home, you start to play around with some of the flavors and understand what makes things. Well, guys, with this glass in my hand, I will disappear from whence I came. But like I was saying, if you do mix it, go ahead and let me know what variations you come up with in the comments section below. Have fun, and as always, I will see you later. I disappear.